Why is the stone lion clearly very hungry? Facing little Qinglong's bread but actively refusing it? Because it's toxic. Pay attention to the bread being put on the wall. There is also a circle of green liquid around it. This doesn't seem like normal food. Can understand this point. To understand the layout of Azure Dragon Adult Swang. I admit before because she was a lorry. I underestimated her a bit. It is now discovered that Mimi is a worthy adult of Azure Dragon. It's just that she shouldn't have shouldered so much responsibility at this age. As many people say. This should have been a carefree childhood. The entire PV is a layout. In this layout, the most crucial piece is him. Where the hell did he go? Why does Xiaofeng say he is crucial? It wasn't the stone lion that Mimi destroyed, but another fake lion at the door. This is explained at the end of the video. But when repairing the gate in Qianfu and setting fire to the stone lion, the fake lions on the other side all exist. So when did it happen to switch sides? Or how can this matter be done so as not to be discovered? This requires an internal response. In addition, there is another key point that also needs to be addressed internally. If the stone lion disguises itself as a fake lion, where has the fake lion on the other side gone? To achieve all this, someone needs to cooperate both internally and externally. A green-haired man is the best match. As a basis for speculation, you will find that in the final confrontation scene. Master Qian only has machine guards here. Green-haired men are not among them. He is the most crucial piece in Mimi's layout. The green-haired man appeared 3 times in PV. The first time was at the beginning of PV. It was his voice that led to the escape of the stone lion. Note that the door here was also the first one he pushed open. And then the door broke down. Actually, the way the door is opened here is very unscientific. The doors on these steps generally open inward. And he pushed it from inside out. Even if it's urgent to find the stone lion. He shouldn't have forgotten such an important thing either. Unless it's to cover up something. After leaving, the machine guard reminded him to repair the door. That door. What kind of door? That's the lifeblood of the master. And he said that the stone lion is the lifeblood of the master. After speaking, he took the machine guard and ran outside. This gave the stone lion a chance to escape. Why not let the stone lion escape immediately? Because Mimi's layout still needs time. The second time was when Azure Dragon surrounded the stone lion. It's interesting that the green-haired man is not in a hurry at this time. He used to say that the stone lion was the lifeblood of the master. But now he's safely guarding the door with a machine. Even if there's a loud noise from afar. As if he had never heard of it before. Someone may say, that's because it was handed over to Tianzhong Pavilion. I'm sure you can rest assured. Is that really the case? The escape of the stone lion. The one who can't know the news is Tianzhong Pavilion. This can be seen from the confrontation between Master Qian and Mimi. As a member of the Qian family, he doesn't even have that insight? The third appearance was in the wild with Master Qian looking for a stone lion. Master, this way, this way. From Mr. Qian's fatigue, it can be seen that he has really walked a lot. I always had a question while watching PV. Tianzhong Pavilion grabs stones and lions move so much. Where have the people from Qian Mansion gone? Even if Master Qian doesn't have a few hundred servants in his family. But there are always more than a dozen machine guards, right? But during the process of chasing the stone lion in Tianzhong Pavilion. But I didn't see any of them. If I were Master Qian. At this point, the big deal will definitely turn into a small one. Take the initiative to catch the stone lion. Try to keep Tianzhong Pavilion out of control. If Qianfu is also looking for, where have the people from Qianfu gone? The answer is that it has been disbanded. The green-haired man guided the wrong direction. The best direction is outside the city. The people in Qian Mansion were fooled around. Until Mimi tidies up everything. Just brought the Master Qian to the meeting place. Green-haired men drive the progress of layout. So what kind of game is this? It's a game where Mimi targets capitalists. The biggest flaw is the public's response. The contrast with the guards of Tianzhong Pavilion. First, let's talk about the public's response. Let's take a look at the scene where everyone sees the stone lion. This is... Large organisms ran by. No one panicked and ran away. Instead, after seeing Tianzhong Pavilion's large army, everyone closed the doors and windows in droves. Which means that this commotion was actually caused by Tianzhong Pavilion caused by people. The stone lion is just an introduction. The purpose is also very simple. To cause chaos in the market. Note that what I'm talking about here is chaos, not destruction. Mimi's initial idea was just to create some chaos at the market. And use it as a threat to teach Master Qian a lesson. It should have ended by covering the stone lion. Unexpectedly, the stone lion set fire to the surrounding buildings. This almost made Mimi lose control. The second point is the contrast between the guards of Tianzhong Pavilion. During the capture process, the guard of Tianzhong Pavilion interprets the clown's behavior incisively. First, a stone lion was released from the surrounding area. Repeatedly missed out in the pursuit of the market. It makes people feel that these people are really unreliable. How did they guard Domain 9? But from the scene of the final confrontation, Tianzhong Pavilion guards with strict discipline. Arranged neatly, it is a true elite force. So all the previous performances were acting. The behavior of Tianzhong Pavilion was deliberate. This is naturally the layout of Mimi. Now let's take a look at PV from the beginning again. Before the video starts, the fake lion in front of Qian's mansion was removed by Tianzhong Pavilion. Afterwards, the green-haired man inside will release the stone lion and placed it in the position of a fake lion. By time for Mimi's arrangement. To disguise the stone lion, he broke through the door and escaped. So he took the initiative to destroy the gate again. In the eyes of outsiders, the stone lion broke the gate and ran out. Rather than being released by someone. Afterwards, he chased the mechanical guards in the opposite direction. Restricted the escape route of the stone lion. After the stone lion enters the ambush, he turned back home with the guards again. And tell Master Qian. The stone lion has already run outside the city. Afterwards, Master Qian took the machine guards to search outside the city. And he stayed to repair the gate. Actually, he doesn't care if it's good or not. All his thoughts are on Mimi's capture. The door is broken, which is definitely a stroke of genius in this PV. Because it can tell us a lot of information. The door is broken. It means that as long as the door stays open, no one will enter or exit. If the door falls, it means there's no one at home. No one can tolerate big nights. His own door is broken, isn't it? That's also why I speculate that Master Tien was already scammed away. Until the stone lion burns down the building. The door just fell down. This indicates that the green-haired man and the guard who repaired the door have never entered the house again. But they went directly outside the city to find Master Tien. Continue to deceive him to find the stone lion. It's also at this time. Another fake lion has also been removed by Tianjiang Pavilion. Take a closer look at the base of the stone lion. There are still some stones left on it. This is a manifestation of violent homework. If there really is someone in the mansion, how could one not find someone stealing a fake lion outside the door? This is also the reason why I speculate that all members of the Qin government will be deployed. At this point, Mimi has already subdued the stone lion. Prepare to set up the final meeting venue. That was Mimi's initial plan. She just didn't expect an accident to happen in the middle. The stone lion burned down the house. Speaking of burning houses, I have watched the transition here no less than 20 times. Just to find the angle of rotation for Mimi. We can take a look at the scene where she stood up first. Behind her at this moment, there are trees on the left and low houses on the right. As the lens rotates, the scene from this angle corresponds to it. But when one turn is over, the scene directly opposite Mimi doesn't match. I thought it was Mimi who also turned the direction. But through comparison, I found that there was no ladder in the initial scene. Why did Xiaofeng spend so much time worrying about this? Because from a long-term perspective, there is indeed such a building in the place where the incident occurred. Studying this is also to distinguish what Mimi saw. Is it a real scene or a reminiscent scene? The ladder and lantern on the left. It didn't appear in the scene where Mimi just got up. There is still a high possibility of memories here. If it's because the fire awakened Mimi's memories. Where's the building that burned in Mimi's eyes? Will it be when family members die? From the perspective of TV, Tianjiang Pavilion is not only about fighting against darkness. They still have to fight against evil forces. This is not uncommon in tower fantasy. Lin's father, Lord Harunabu. The cause of death remains a mystery to this day. Lin often goes to the lower urban area to search for clues. It's not easy for Fiona in Inars. Any policy should balance the gains and losses of various forces. Zeke's sanctuary, not to mention. In the end, it's just a place for survivors to huddle and warm up. Being a leader is never easy. Master Tien can be disrespectful to Azure Dragon. Then there may be someone disrespectful to Mimi's parents. There will never be fewer people with malicious intentions because of their interests. The possibility behind Mimi's background is the dark reality. Screen rotation. Look, there's a cute little one. It's scared. Stepping up with 4 small short legs and running desperately. Who is it? I specifically searched for it in the game. Discovered that it was indeed Huiming Zhang. But why is it called a lion in PV? Let's take a look at the materials of Huiming Zhang. Shaped like a stone lion. If the stone lion is really a creature. Not this thing. So it may really be just a rare stone lion. So someone wonders if it is darkness and can wash and sleep. He may really just be a pet. It's just that the body size is a bit larger. Look a bit more like Zhang. As the electric field descends, the runaway Mimi has arrived. Pay attention to Mimi's wrist guard here. The weapon resonates with the embedded objects in the lightning. It can be seen that Mimi's armor is not an ordinary product either. Subsequently, a series of operations were as fierce as a tiger. The bamboo force was destroyed into 205. Mimi's battle is both pleasing to the eye. It's very childlike again. Little Azure Dragon will also attack along the side. Just charge at this Bakmang little green dragon. Mimi also needs to be included in the bag. The last move, the powerful heavenly dragon, ends the battle. Then he went to the cliff and set up an ambush. At this moment, the green-haired man arrived late with the people from Qianfu. I doubt it. If there's no green-haired man leading the way, are they exhausted and unable to find this? After all, Zhouville is quite big. When Master Tien was panting heavily, the green-haired man is just a yo-yo. Subsequently, there was a duel between the 2 movie stars. Master Tien cried and knelt down. First, talk about his grievances. Oh, my dear, how could I open a business without you? Mimi shows no fluctuation, counting his crimes one by one. Let's settle the accounts. We keep large dangerous animals and don't tie the ropes yet. The animals run out and hurt people, even burning down people's houses. Master Tien sees that Mimi is not easy to deceive. The crying stopped abruptly. Do you really think he would love the lion? He's afraid that a handle might fall into Mimi's hands. Master Tien knows that there will be a lot of bleeding this time. Then happily accompanied by a smile, begging for forgiveness. And willing to cover losses. But Mimabu's game is not just about these things. Master Tien immediately realized that. Proactively proposing a 20% discount on fairy business fees this year. Mimi is obviously not satisfied. 50% in 5 years. This also touched the bottom line of Master Tien. The expression is no longer flattering. He is preparing to kill Mimi here. Lord Azure Dragon, are you joking? The landlord's family has no surplus food. You are so arrogant. Are you deliberately in trouble with me, Tien? Unexpectedly, Mimi was already prepared. At this point, her pupils also turned into dragon's pupils. Mimi's bloodline is definitely not simple. Tianjiang Pavilion guards appear in succession. Upon seeing this, Master Tien knew that the situation had passed. He agreed to all the conditions of Mimi, of course. I still have to follow your arrangement. I'm leaving now. I'm leaving now. He ran away in a daze. At this point, even if he were stupid, he should understand that this is a game. Otherwise, there wouldn't have been such a coincidence. But what's even more powerful is Mimi. The conditions she gave happened to be the bottom line for Mr. Tien. Not much, not much. After seeing Master Tien leave, Mimi sighed a sigh. Touch Azure Dragon's head. Dealing with these old foxes is really tiring. Let's not talk about Mimi anymore. The protagonist and Shirley are also very tired. After all, there are too many old foxes in Tower of Fantasy. The matter is over. Stone lions also need to be properly placed. I think being an executor's mount is quite good. After the guard retreats, Mimi's heart is mixed with 5 flavors. This time it was her mistake. She was just trying to create a big market. In the name of her little demon king. The public won't say much either. She can take the opportunity to strike Master Qian herself. But the sparking fire of the stone lion is really unexpected. Almost caused a big disaster. In the end, it still damaged the residential property. Mimi couldn't help but feel a deep sense of self-blame. Due to the sight of a large fire. And it also evokes bad memories. Mimi can only hold her knees with both hands. Comforting oneself. Azure Dragon turns into Mini shape. Trying to make Mimi happy. Faced with such a clingy little cuteness. Mimi's mood has also improved a lot. She's still going back to eat hot pot. Go home later and cook hot pot. Tell you in secret. Hot pot is really eaten. But Azure Dragon ate the pot. We have to admire Xiao Azure Dragon's good teeth. This Mimi PV can be considered the pinnacle of the plot. There are both bright and dark lines. And the story is complete. The clues are also in the PV. It's just a bit of a brain teaser. If someone can't understand it, he just reads a happy and interesting story. But you can find the layout behind Azure Dragon only after you understand it. The door is broken, stone lion, these are all foreshadows. Mimi is definitely not as simple as a little lowly. Following the ideas of the novel. The reason why Mimi appears innocent and innocent. It's also to confuse those who are not good for her. The wood is beautiful in the forest, and the wind will destroy it. Only pretending to be a pig is delicious for a tiger. Mimi's situation is even more difficult than we imagined. Fortunately, she has a loyal group of subordinates. Tianzhong Pavilion is her solid backing. But it also became a source of stress for her. Because she has the power of Tianzhong Pavilion in her hand. She must shoulder the responsibility of defending Joltville. The important task of revitalizing Joltville. Meanwhile, Mimi's background is also a shackle. What kind of experience is it? Only then did a little lolly become the head of a state? More information. Let's test the server and see each other. Okay, that's all for this issue. Follow Xiaofeng, taking you to experience a different fantasy.